Ah, there you are, all three. Even Camilla has chosen to join us. How lovely. Yeah, and I assume the reason is the same as the reason that I'm here. Yes, that's right. It's the June Steam Next Fest. It has started, the demos are out, and we are going, as last time, to try out the pirate games. The demos of the pirate games. It will be exciting, I'm sure. So, Camilla, are you ready? Fire up the good old Steam engine and let's have at it. For the June 2023 Steam Next Fest, we have looked at the games that have the Pirates tag, or games that are evidently related to pirates even though they do not have this tag set. In total, that was 8 games with the tag set, and 1 additional game that did not have this tag set but which was obviously pirate related. This is a pirate review, and while more general aspects of the games, such as gameplay and graphics, will be considered, the main focus will be on the pirates in the game and whether you can play as a pirate or if only the enemies are pirates, whether the game is primarily a pirate game or only has a pirate theme as a visual look, and finally, how the pirates look and act compared to what one would expect based on pirates in popular movies, books and games. But on to the games. Plunder Islands, a pixel graphics 2D platformer. Are you ready for the challenges that 20 islands bring? You play Pirate Pete, who has to run, jump and climb to beat each island. Your goal is to collect all the coins from each island, then plunder the treasure chests. So, a simple 2D platformer with a pirate theme. You play as a pirate that collects gold coins while avoiding soldiers and various animals. Gameplay elements fit well with the pirate theme, and neither the characters or locations look out of place. If you're looking for a pirate-themed platformer, this might be a good choice. Crab Island. And you can sort of guess why they call it Crab Island. I mean, there are crabs everywhere here. Nah, if you manage to stay away from the parrot. Get ready. Try to stay away from these guys. Cannonfire, a 2D pixel graphics bullet hell roguelite. An unknown curse has spread endless waves of undead pirates to roam the 7 seas, attacking anyone in sight. Only you can battle the undead hordes and survive to tell the tale. Set sail to fight off hordes of undead pirates, discover gold and treasure chests, unlock powerful upgrades, upgrade your weapons, and wear cool hats. The enemies are undead pirates, but it is not obvious from the visuals that the enemies are actually pirates and not simply generic skeletons. Even so, from what can be seen in the demo, this does appear to be a game that makes extensive use of the aesthetics associated with pirates, so perhaps try the demo if the gameplay looks interesting. And another upgrade, let's see now. That sounds nice. Is it just me, or is it suddenly really a lot of enemies there? Having some kind of area of effect weapon would have been nice. I mean, this is it looks it looks like I'm really popular. like a famous actor and his paparazzi out on the sea. Captains of the Wacky Waters. A fast-paced boat roguelike where ships drift and krakens wear mustaches. Sail across the wacky waters to reach heaven alive. Loot, shoot, and defeat other captains as you find more crew members and upgrade your ship with new cannons and crazy gadgets. Sink, repeat. The setting for this game is a little unclear, but it appears to involve helping ghosts reach heaven, so it is possibly set in some type of metaphysical place souls must pass through after death before reaching heaven. Whatever the place might be, it is populated with elements from pirate games and stories such as pirate ships, krakens, and it has ship battles. As the game title implies, this is a roguelike game with exaggerated physics and absurd elements. Not really a pirate game, but if this ship-based roguelite looks fun, the pirate-related visual elements can perhaps be seen as a plus. There, and the squid. Here. Seems like he leaves his hat on the water every time he goes under. Yeah. And there we took him. Can we pick up his hat? No, unfortunately not. Gunner, what is it? They shoot at enemies they see. Okay, that sounds useful. Open Earth. Okay. Someone's a little bit angry, it seems. Boomerang Jack. Slash and dash through lightning-fast boomerang combat, epic bosses, and over-the-top acrobatics. Unlock and master abilities like bullet time kicks and telekinetic tornadoes. A 2D pixel graphics hack-and-slash game where the enemies are pirates. The hero, Boomerang Jack, is a sailor that fights pirates with a boomerang in order to defeat the Pirate King. Locations include pirate ships, and the game has supernatural elements. The combat system appears to be very distinct, with very spectacular graphic effects. The game appears to make good use of the pirate setting, with graphical representation of the pirates in line with what one might expect from a game with pirates. Now our boomerang got even more powerful. So it's the super powered burning boomerang. Not really sure what I'm doing, but it seems to be very effective, so they have another enemy type. This is perhaps the Pirate King. Islands of the Caliph. Islands of the Caliph is an old-school inspired action RPG inspired by Middle Eastern folklore and Islamic spiritual tradition. The game world is spread over different islands, with the player traveling between them by boat. Anyone familiar with classical grid-based dungeon crawlers will recognize the gameplay in this game. The game has the Pirates tag on Steam, but it is not clear what the pirate connection actually is. We did not encounter any pirates or references to pirates while playing the demo, but since the game includes sea-based travel between islands, it could be that the pirates show up as enemies at one point. So, not much to say about the pirates in this game, but the setting is fairly unique, so it could be worth checking out if you enjoy dungeon crawlers. Yeah, there we have some kind of monster. large scorpion. Let's try to bang him on over the head. Very nice. 75 experience points, level 2 reached. So we'll just walk around a little bit on the island here. Yeah, one more scorpion. It's, yeah, one more scorpion. Lots of scorpions here. Take that, fiendish beast. That one too. Okay, level 3 reached. Still have some health left, so let's wander about a little bit more. Okay, so switch over there. But can't see no way it's activated, so we'll just walk around, I guess. See what else we can find. Shadow Gambit, the Cursed Crew. Welcome to the Lost Caribbean. In this stealth strategy game, join a ghost ship with a living soul and assemble a cursed pirate crew. Embrace supernatural powers to defy the menacing inquisition of the Burning Maiden, who stands between you and the mysterious treasure of the legendary Captain Mordecai. A real-time tactical stealth game about a crew of undead pirates. With fairly high production values, the game looks good and plays well. Developers have previously created games with similar gameplay set in a different setting, such as the Western-themed Desperados 3 and the samurai-themed game Shadow Tactics. So the game playing well is not surprising. With the very stylized games being popular in recent years, it is appreciated that the graphic style in this game is more realistic than not. For the setting, the game leans heavily into the supernatural pirate setting from the Pirates of the Caribbean series of movies. In fact, based on what we have seen from the first part of the demo, add a cameo by Jack Sparrow, and this game could probably be sold as a Pirates of the Caribbean spin-off series. If you were hoping for a new Pirates movie, perhaps check this game out. It is probably the closest we will get for some time.
What abomination!
Apologies, but as you well know, death's not the end here. So, one down, possibly 100 or more to go. I better find my way to the Mali before Ignatia sets her on fire.
Yeah, so let's see.
Huh. According to the stars, this island isn't too far from Angler's grave. Let's get you somewhere else.
Okay. We can hide bodies.
Always move forward. Now we're getting somewhere.
Go here. Maybe kill.
Another acolyte. Best take him down quietly.
Select melee kill attack. Okay.
See you around, friend.
Perhaps we do the same with this person. Okay, push this here.
I like these
Sort
odds.
of feels like Assassin's
And another.
Creed.
Always a pleasure running into the
So
Inquisition.
we go here
Let's unshackle your soul.
and try to take him out when he returns.
Well, well. on. Let's get you somewhere else.
Yeah, this really
I like it already.
feels like Assassin's Creed.
Ah, there she is. The Red Marty. Black Eye Mordecai's ship. And there's Ignatia, right on cue.
My custode is a ready ship. A world of agony awaits you. Now tell me, what is the answer to Mordecai's riddle?
Ignatia. Even in death, the captain outwits you.
Oh? Then why do I hold his message so clearly intended for you? Now speak! 5 of Marley's crew assemble. That much is clear. But what are the relics? What secret lies hidden beneath your deck?
I would rather burn than help you find the treasure.
Have it your way, ship!
IfSunSets. You were just having ordinary life traveling. However, you drift on an island due to a storm and legendary kraken you met during the voyage. The island is full of the cursed ones, overwhelmed with anger and hatred that will hunt down anything moving alive. A crafting game set on a deserted island. It is not entirely clear where the pirate connection comes in, but the game clearly makes use of elements from pirate fiction. A kraken sinks your ship and you're shipwrecked on a mysterious island. Possibly some of the monsters that appear during the night are undead pirates. Still, the game appears to capture the atmosphere of being shipwrecked on a dangerous island, and appears to support at least land-based co-op, so if crafting on a deserted island with a friend sounds fun, perhaps take a look at the demo. Welcome, new resident. Oh, you are the new resident of this island. Welcome to this beautiful island. By the time you're reading this message, I will be in situation not able to talk to you in person. Because maybe I'm a gunner by now. Heh. My name is Sansu, a new recruit of the mighty battleship New Dawn that was sent to investigate this island. I will be explaining my many informations of this island, so please read my journal and follow me. Haha. Haha. Yes, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. And here we have, this is perhaps this fellow who left the letter. T. Collect. Take hold. This person doesn't need the money anymore. Okay, here we have it's possibly my ship. This is part of the tentacle monster that attacked me. And I died. That's unfortunate. Sailist. Take a relaxing voyage and enjoy the scenery while listening to the soothing sounds of the ocean, or diligently search for other ships to plunder. Live the life of a sailor on the free seas. An open-world pirate game where it is possible to visit towns on foot and travel the seas in sailing ships. The graphics are fairly simple, but sailors and ships are well enough represented. The demo looks promising, and hopefully we get an entertaining pirate game when the game is finished. We can see what happens now. We are going directly into this ship. Hello, how are you? Let me jump onto. Hello, hello, how are you today? Feeling good, I hope. So, at least they don't appear to Okay, I didn't arrive at the other ship. Still my own ship, am I? I'm not quite certain. Is that my ship? Some looks quite a lot like the other one, so... No, I can't stay. So, I guess this is the other ship. Don't leave me! Let's admire the sunset here as my ship sails into... Hello there, you're probably wondering who am I? Don't mind me. So this is the sun. Let's watch the sun rising. Terror of the Seven Seas. Terror of the Seven Seas is the pirate game that you have always dreamt of, combining ship combat and sailing with massive living open world, full of exploration and adventures. Enjoy and explore the massive hand-built version of Earth and sail all the seven seas and continents it provides, from warmth of the Caribbean into the cold winds of Arctic. Another interesting pirate game with fairly good-looking graphics. The game world spans the entire world, so the game is fairly large in scope. Pirate ships are decorated with a Jolly Roger, and the sailing ships also look quite well. Looks promising. Let's hope it ends up being a good pirate game when finished. Here we have British ship. Let's try to fire some broadsides into him, shall we? I bet you didn't like that. Okay, now ready for one more volley. Yeah, if you can't hit him. Try to get out its way. 4 barrels of rum brings me ahead of that pirate. Isn't very nice. Okay, let's try to... Haha! Our fate may be sealed, but may the waves drag us to bottom with dignity. Oh well. Oliver, that was the last one, wasn't it? Yes. You can't see anymore. So, we are finished for this time. It's a little bit sad, I know. But fear not. There's our next Steam Next Fest in October here, so we can start looking forward to that one. It's not like we don't have anything else to do. We still haven't come around to try out the released games of the demos that we tried during the last Steam Next Fest. So, busy. But for today, I think we have done a good day's work, don't you? So, I suggest we take a trip to the tavern. What say you, Camilla? And Oliver, I assume you'll also be joining us, yes? Leah, how about you? Yes? Well, then there's nothing more to say, so let's go.